and we want that retention. You want people to stay on your video. Hi, my beautiful YouTube family, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking my favorite subject, because you guys know I'm a tech nerd. So let's talk camera gear. I'm gonna show you what I use for what situation and what you need and what I really just don't think you need. Really quick, you guys, I am on Instagram, like for real on Instagram. I know I said I would start an Instagram and then I just never posted anything, but I've been posting every single day. And Reels, I'm on like my 12th Instagram post, not to brag. I'm gonna put my Instagram handle right here. Please go follow. She's a baby account, but you can follow my stories every day to see what I'm up to, what I'm gonna post, have a little preview, behind the scenes, all the fun stuff. I am a complete tech nerd through and through, so today's discussion is gonna be really exciting for me. We're gonna be talking cameras, microphones, Osmos, vlog cameras. I was gonna start rapping, but I'm not a rapper and I don't wanna embarrass myself. But if I use it to make content, I'm going to tell you about it, what I use it for, and what situations it's best in. But before we do any of that, filming a behind the scenes for Instagram right now while I'm filming this video, but all you need is a phone and a tripod, okay? And some good sound quality. So if you stay until the end, I'm gonna teach you how to make pro quality content on your phone with just a few simple products. Just trust me. I'm never gonna steer you wrong. But am I still gonna tell you about all the fancy gear? Of course I am. Hello, have we met? YouTube is my full-time job, so I have a lot of fancy gear. But I just wanted to drive that point home that you don't need the fancy gear. And I'm trying to get more bold and like colorful and fun with my style. What do you think? I love the dress. I love the red lip. I normally wouldn't do something like this, but I'm feeling so inspired after my trip to Napa. Don't worry, that video is coming. I know that's gonna be like all the comments, like when's the Napa video? When's the Napa video? I collabed with all of your top favorite YouTubers and digital marketers that work with Stan Store. But it's gonna be chocked full of value and education from all of the top creators. That is exactly how I filmed it, and I was very intentional during my trip to California. But my editor is working so hard on it for you guys. It will be out in a few days. Before I get into anything, just know that all of the links will be listed in the description box down below. They are Amazon affiliate links if you want to support the channel. Now I'm filming on my main cinematic camera, which is the Canon R6. I have the Sigma 24-70 lens on it. I love it. I also use a lens filter, which softens the light behind me. That's how I get like that golden glow. Don't worry, everything will be listed down below. I can't show it because I'm using it to film right now, but I'll put pictures of the camera and the lens right here. All right, moving on. My second camera, this is the one that I use for photography, to get beautiful thumbnails or content photos or whatever else I need. I use the Canon R5. Now, this is a very expensive camera. Do I recommend getting the R5? No, I don't actually. You can do the same thing with the first version of the R6. I shoot my videos on an R6 Mark II. That's what I'm filming on right now. You can use the original R6 and it will look the exact same. Now I know you're probably like, Janessa, why would you have all these cameras? Like, what is the actual purpose? Why can't you use one for everything? So sometimes I do, but sometimes I love shooting cinematic videos, and it's just easier for me to set up a bunch of different cameras so I can get different angles and leave them there instead of picking up my tripod, moving it again. It's exhausting. And as a lot of you know, I ran a photography business for a very, very, very long time. So that's why I have so many cameras. So for photos, I will use the R5. And for photos, I use the Canon 35mm 1.4 Mark II. Now, I will say this, if you're shooting photos and you're interested in like photography, this lens will get the job done. You can shoot video and photo on it. It's very quick because it's a 1.4, so you'll get a really big aperture, which means the background will be super, super blurry. The one that I'm shooting on right now, the Sigma 24-70, the f-stop only goes down to 2.8. So yeah, you'll get a little bit of like that creaminess in the background, but this is about what it will look like because I have it on 2.8 right now. So it's not too creamy. But if you want to completely like obliterate the background and make it super creamy and cinematic, this lens is going to do it for you, or any lens that goes down to 1.4. Sigma actually has a 35mm 1.4. I would recommend just getting that. It is so much cheaper, like $1,000 cheaper. Hi. Oh, you want to say hi?
Hi, YouTube.
You didn't get lipstick on you.
Okay, that's good.
Okay. All right, so both of those cameras that I showed you had pretty wide angles. Okay, so if you want something a little bit tighter or you need to shoot from further away, I would recommend either a 50mm or an 85mm. I sold my 85mm. I never used it. It seemed like a waste of money to me because I can do the exact same thing with a 50mm if I just go closer to the person. This lens has an f-stop of 1.4 as well. I'll never sell my 50mm ever, ever, ever. I've had this lens for years, maybe like 7 years now. Sometimes you need to be a little bit further away, and it does have like a cool compression effect because it's 50mm instead of 35. But honestly, 90% of the time, I either use my 24-70 if I'm filming video or my 35mm if I'm shooting photography. But I promise you, you don't need all these lenses. And you're probably gonna hear me say that a lot in this video. Okay, I forgot my DJI Osmo. I'm coming. So DJI Osmo Pocket. I'm sure you've seen this all over Instagram. It is the funnest little camera that I still have not used, and I told myself I was going to use it in California, and I didn't because I was carrying so much gear. But I'm shooting a little birthday video, and I'm going to use the Osmo Pocket for the first time. My birthday is on Sunday. I'll be 34 and proud, okay? Now, the reason I picked this up is, yes, I have a gear addiction. We don't need to talk about that. But it's so cool because it's the same company, DJI, that makes all of the drones that we know and we love and we all have, right? So it shoots portrait and landscape, so Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. All you have to do to turn it on is simply tap it. It is like the coolest thing. So just like the drone will follow you around whenever you're filming content, this, all you have to do is draw a square around yourself, and it has a little tripod. Look at this, okay? Little tripod right here. Set it down, and it will follow you like a little robot. The little camera here goes a full 360. It is the coolest thing ever, and I can't wait to use it. I'm gonna use it this week. I've had it for a few months, I'm ashamed to say, and I have not had the chance to use it yet, but that is all gonna change this week. How easy does that make life, okay? Because you don't have to set up your tripod and then move it and then move it. Now you have something following you. It's a game changer for content. It is a game changer. It also connects to the DJI mics, which we'll talk about in just a second. So out of the 2 vlog cameras that I'm gonna show you today, I'm actually, can't believe I'm saying this because I love my Sony. But I'm going to suggest the Osmo Pocket for 99% of people. Just because it follows you around, it's gonna make your content more interesting. It is a bit of an investment. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't remember how much it was. I wanna say $7.99. It might be cheaper now, but it is no more expensive than a vlog camera. I've had a lot of vlog cameras in my day. This beats them out, okay? And that's saying a lot coming from me because I love my Sony vlog camera. I just love it. But this wins all day long for the simple fact that it's going to make your content more interesting. And we want that retention. You want people to stay on your video. And look how small it is. It's so small and like discreet. I would rather have this over a traditional vlog camera any day. Listen, you can have the best video quality in the world, but if your sound isn't all the way together, nobody's gonna watch it. Nobody can bear through like terrible sound, okay? So I have a few microphones that I wanna show you today, what I suggest and what I absolutely would skip. My first stamp of approval goes to the Rode VideoMic Pro. If you can splurge for the Pro, get it. I brought it to Napa while I was interviewing all the creators, and it just performed flawlessly even at loud parties because it is a directional on-camera microphone. You just plug it right into the mic port on your camera and you're good to go. And yes, I put this on my vlog camera as well. Sometimes I'll just use the on-camera audio if I don't feel like digging in my bag for my Sony, but if I can, I put this on my Sony, as well as my big camera setup, okay? You guys, I cannot stress how important sound quality is. People can watch really bad video, they can't listen to bad audio. Nothing makes people click off faster than if you sound like crap. Sometimes I have a little dance break while I'm recording. Hopefully you guys can appreciate my undiagnosed ADHD. Let's talk about another no for me. You know, sometimes you buy gear and it's just not what you thought it would be. This is one of those things, okay? So let me save you some heartache because I couldn't figure it out. I don't know if I'm just not smart enough to use this microphone, but I'm pretty nerdy and I couldn't figure it out. The Comica mic, a lot of people love them. I absolutely hated it because why is it so hard to set up? No. If I can't figure it out, that means other people can't figure it out. So I don't recommend. Are they good? They probably are good after you read the Declaration of Independence and set it up. Now, let me show you one that I do love and that I have on right now, which is of course by DJI. Hey DJI, if you want to sponsor me, please sponsor me. I've spent so much money on you. I know how to fly a drone. I have all of your products. Just if you want to sponsor me, I'm open to it. The DJI mic I love, love, love. It comes already connected to the receiver. And you guys, listen. All you do is clip it on right here, okay? All you do is clip it on right here. And the receiver, I wanted to leave it hanging so I can show you what it looked like. And the receiver is on the camera, you see? How it moves when I'm talking, just like that. And because it's DJI, you know, the quality is absolutely insane. The case that it comes in is actually a charging case. I don't know that I've charged it ever. I haven't. The battery life is wild to me. This is a huge battery. So once you charge everything, every time you're done using it, it goes back into a charger. And I only use one microphone at a time. Look at that. The last time I charged it, it was maybe 2.5, 3 months ago. And it's still full. I don't know. I don't get it. But here's what the charging case looks like. It's wonderful. There's the other microphone. And it even comes with phone connections right there. So yes, you can use it with your cell phone, which is incredible. Now let me show you the vlog camera that I use in all of my vlogs. It is the Sony ZV-1. I know they have like a newer version of it. This is what it looks like. Has a flip out screen, super easy to see yourself right here. Super easy to see yourself and the quality is really good. Now, what I love about this is if you buy the creator kit, you can actually just record from the little stand. There you go, did you hear that? And there will always be a red button right here so you can see that you're recording. And I love that it's in the front because obviously you're going to be just like this. And the lens is nice and wide so you get your full background so people can see exactly what it is that you're doing. Highly recommend. This gets the stamp of approval from Janessa. I'm sure nobody is surprised by this, but my drone is my absolute favorite piece of gear that I own. Like if I could only take one thing everywhere, okay, two. I need two things. I need at least one camera, but my drone and my vlog camera would be it for me. Let me tell you why you need it, okay? DJI, again, if you wanna sponsor me, I am open. Girl, let's work together. This is the only drone that I know of, the DJI Mavic Mini 4 Pro, that shoots for Instagram and TikTok, but also YouTube, so portrait and landscape. Okay, that's insane. And the old drones, which I do have an old one over there, you used to have to put your phone at the top right here, and that would be your screen. Now the screen is built in, which is just, it's genius, okay? Now you have the screen for your drone. You guys don't understand, like, if you're not an OG, like, drone flyer, like I am, I've been flying drones for like 5 years. I love all things gear, clearly. I always find a way to buy the gear that I want. But it was so inconvenient, like back in the day when you had to put your phone on the remote, but now you just fly it straight, like doesn't matter where you are, throw your drone in the air, get a different POV. Get the POV, people wanna see where you are, like the full spectrum of where you are, right? That's what makes videos interesting. Copyright-free video drone footage, which I don't like to do because I wanna be in the drone footage. Like I want you to see exactly where I am. Sorry, I get so passionate when I talk about drones because it just really takes your videos to the next level. You don't even have to color grade this. The footage is so good straight out of the camera. Now I will say drones are not worth it unless you get the Fly More combo with the 3 batteries, because for each battery, I wanna say you get 35 minutes maybe of fly time. So you definitely need 3, because if you're out and about and you wanna get like different angles or whatever, definitely get the Fly More combo with any drone, even if it's not this one, but it should be this one. Because I mean, come on guys, look how tiny this is. I have really small hands. Look, I don't know that I have a small head, but I have small hands and it weighs nothing, nothing. It's like air, no pun intended. That was so corny. Now for the drone and the DJI Osmo, you need a micro SD. Make sure it's micro. That means the little micro SD and the reader, okay? You need both of these. I recommend just getting a 256 gig one because their micro SDs are actually super, super cheap. Okay, so get this one. It's like $30. SanDisk is the only brand I trust. I ran a photography company for 10 years, and this is the only brand I trust that never did me dirty. Every single other brand did me so dirty, lost content, lost photos. Don't do it. SanDisk only. Now, people talk about gear and they talk about SD cards and all this stuff. But if you're not backing up your content, you're setting yourself up for a lot of failure because you might want to use those clips for future videos or future photos, right? Or you might want to re-edit your photos in the future. So get a hard drive. The Loooooove 5 terabyte is the one that I have. 5 terabytes is a lot of memory, but not so much whenever you're talking like raw video footage. So if you're gonna get one, you can start with like a 2 terabyte one, but if you're doing video, I would get the 5 terabyte. If you're doing like just photos, 2 terabyte is more than enough. And of course you're gonna need extra batteries. So I have extra Canon batteries and extra Sony batteries. You saw I have extra drone batteries. You can't ever have too many batteries, especially if you're outside shooting, okay? And of course you're gonna need an SD reader with a USB-C or whatever it is that you're shooting on. So this is how I edit. I'm not gonna show you how I edit. This is not an editing video, but I will color grade on Final Cut Pro on my MacBook Pro, and I airdrop it over to my iPad, and then I finish cutting it up in LumaFusion. This is the new iPad. It's a 2 terabyte M4 chip. I don't know what chip they're on. I don't even know the difference between the chip. Is there any difference? I don't know. I really do like this iPad though. I color grade my footage and I add the audio in Final Cut Pro and then I cut it up in LumaFusion. LumaFusion has never done me dirty. I use CapCut, LumaFusion, and Final Cut Pro in all of my videos. I think it's worth it, especially CapCut and especially if you're shooting on your phone. Speaking of phone, let's talk about the best phone settings for your videos. Okay, listen, everybody. Okay, listen, if you're just starting out on your phone, totally good. The iPhone cameras are actually insane. They have cinematic video. Like, you can do a lot. Good lighting and good quality audio. I already told you guys what microphone to get for your iPhone. Get the DJI one, or if you want a cheaper option, I'll link it down below. There's one that you literally just plug into your iPhone and turn the mic on and you're good to go. About like 30 bucks. But if you can, I would invest in a quality DJI mic. So you're gonna open your camera app, okay? So you're gonna open your settings. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you. You're gonna scroll down. You know what? I'm gonna put a screen recording. It's a lot easier that way, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna scroll down until you see your camera app, okay? Rule number 1 is you have to shoot on your back camera, not your front camera, okay? Back camera has higher quality for your videos, all right? So where it says record video, we're gonna tap that. We're gonna put it at 4K 60. 4K at 60 frames per second, right there, perfect. Make sure you have enhanced stabilization toggled on, and that's it. Boom, you're good to go. Get you a tripod. Okay, I'll link one down below. Cheap tripod, phone holder, back camera, sit in front of a window, or if you want to get fancy with studio light, just you wait. I have a little something special coming for all content creators. And start talking, okay? Just start talking to the camera. Make content. Get creative with your angles. Get creative with your angles. Get one of those tripods that has an arm on it so you can shoot downward. Vlog your day. Get in front of the camera. Stay consistent. I don't care if your great-grandfather invented the camera. If you don't actually get on camera and post, nothing will happen for you. There will be no content out. Nobody will know who you are. Nobody will know how fabulous you are. Nobody will see what you're eating today because I watch those videos. My recipes get stale. Sometimes I don't want to eat my meal prep. Like, I need to see this content because what you guys don't know about me is that yes, I create all this content and I love it and it's so wonderful. But when I'm not creating content, I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm supporting other creators. I love the inspiration. We all just keep inspiring each other. It's like the little infinity symbol. That's what it's like. This is my infinity symbol. It's a really bad one, but that's what we're gonna go with. But it is the gift that keeps on giving. It's so selfish of you not to post your content because I wanna see it. And if you think it's too late to be a content creator, it's actually not. There's never been, ever, in the history of forever and ever, back to the dinosaur ages, there's never been a better time to be a content creator than right now. It is a $36 billion industry for a reason. I forgot one piece of gear. I'm gonna show you really quick. Everybody always asks me questions about what microphone I have for my podcast and my sit-down videos. This microphone, oh, she sounds sexy. She's sexy, okay? And she has cat hair on her. Holy low. I got the Rode microphone DS2. So easy. You just download the Rode software. You literally just plug it in and it's a USB-C cable. It sounds phenomenal. Start your camera and audio at the same time so it's easier to sync it, but it sounds, I mean, you guys hear my podcast, you guys hear my sit-down videos. It sounds phenomenal. But this is a game changer for me because I want to start filming outside. I can film downtown and I can go wherever I want, as far away from the camera as I want, and make my content more interesting instead of just sitting in this chair all the time. That's what I have for you. I hope you got something out of this video. I know it was kind of a long one, but I get gear questions all the time. You know the deal, my beautiful YouTube family. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one.